Here we go.
Yes.
We start.
Yeah.
What is going on, Benchwarmers? Wow, that has been a long time since I
Mhm.
said that, and it feels nice. We are back in the studio. I am one of your hosts. My name is Erik.
Got okay, John.
Diego Stat Troll.
Diego Dyer.
What you say?
What?
Did you say Diego Dyer?
I think I did.
Diego Dyer?
It's been a while, dude. So
It has been a while.
Okay, I'm Josue Marco then.
there's no.
It's
Gat
been since
Nico
last.
here.
It's been since last year. There.
It has been.
I'm Gat Diego now for
Gat
today.
Nico, and there's no Eric Nico here tonight.
So you're Marco Eric.
I'm Marco Eric.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're
I'm Erik Gat.
okay.
Eric Gat, and
Gat
then-
Diego.
Diego Dyer. All right, cool.
And Ghost Nick isn't here today. So, wow, we missed you guys, and we're back. We're glad to be back. Happy New Year's, happy holidays. Hope you enjoyed it with your loved ones. The Premier League has not let us down for the holiday season. It's been eventful, also very eventful. So we have a lot to get over. But before we get into all that, make sure you give us a like, a follow, a subscription, all that in the description down below. It is greatly appreciated. It goes a very, very long way. New Year's, new goal, new us. Right?
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
So the goal is to be better than it was last year. That's pretty simple, I think. I don't know. Any New Year resolutions for you guys?
New job.
New job. Okay.
I mean, that's always a every
That's
year
a good-
type of thing.
That's a good resolution, though.
Eat healthier. Less takeout.
I like.
Um,
I feel you. I feel you.
Try to banter a little bit better.
Let me ask you, do you think it's cheaper to eat out or to go grocery shopping nowadays with the prices and how everything like?
I say still grocery shopping.
Okay.
Just because eating out, if you do it every day, different food.
I was trying to
meal-
justify my reason for eating.
Meal
takeout.
delivery. Meal delivery.
What?
Meal deliveries.
I'm starting to do that. I'm gonna start doing it again this week actually.
Meal delivery. Actually, today. I actually gotta probably figure it out because today's my deadline before they automatically ship my next order for next week. So
Oh,
I
I
gotta
heard about
I
that.
gotta do that shit before I forget.
But also DoorDash and Uber Eats is actually expensive now too. More. And I know because I did DoorDash.
Yeah, for real, Marco. Freaking on Uber Eats the priority shit went up $1. Now it's $2.99.
I don't use it, but thank
You
you
were
for letting me
you
know.
were the one that got me on it
No, I,
way back when.
what?
Cause
I've
yeah,
never done priority.
yeah, because you said no, it's for $1. For $1, oh, just click on it. Yeah, it was you.
Dude, the other day,
Don't look at me. I don't know why you're looking at me for
Yeah.
confirmation.
That's crazy.
the other day I wanted dos baleadas con todo más carne
Ooh,
en un jarrito.
ooh, ooh.
I was about to DoorDash it. It was about to be $35.
That's
Oh,
wild,
yeah.
dude.
$35.
First of all, I don't use DoorDash. I use Uber Eats. And second of all, everything is fucking expensive.
And when I went to go pick it up, $15.
Oh, you know what? I did play the system a little bit. I think I feel bad for the restaurant though. I don't want to say the name of the restaurant, but I kind of played them because they had a burrito for $1.80.
Damn.
$1.80.
I think they're listening right now.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying the name of the restaurant. I'm not saying the name of the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, fuck no. Why wouldn't I buy it? It's their. I mean, I
Was
feel
it
bad.
$1.80?
It was $1.80.
So they fucked
I,
up.
they fucked up. I purchased. I think I ordered a quesadilla and a burrito, one for Garen, one for me, and then it ended up being like $8.50, $9.
I think you see that's what it
Is
should
this
be.
taqueria?
But
No, somebody else.
Oh.
I don't think you did them dirty. They did themselves.
Yeah.
They
it's
did
not your
themselves
fault.
dirty, but I mean, I took advantage of it. I could have
Exactly.
reported
Honestly, that's
it,
probably
called
much,
back.
how much it cost them to make it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, tortilla,
Kinda made up.
shitload of rice. That's why.
that's why. It was
Shitload of rice.
Diego, any new resolutions?
I'm gonna be a bit of a stickler about it, and instead of resolutions, I do have goals.
Okay.
Because I feel like a resolution, not to shade anybody, because everyone has their own aspirations, but to me, a resolution, I feel like I would give up too easily on it. I'd be like, I tried, or at
That's
least
why
I
I'm
wanted
making a
to.
resolution.
So, so my goal is my 2023, giving myself to the end of year. My end of year goal is to be able to maintain and play a full indoor soccer match.
I
Ooh.
was gonna say, you play pro clubs already.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we about to
Yeah,
get
I'd like
about to
to
get
do
an
that.
indoor soccer league going then.
Yo,
I would love to.
I would love to do that shit.
because I see
Let's do it.
I see my chumpy little brother play. I watched my chumpy little brother play, which by the way,
My son.
bio brother.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. There's not even a safe space.
It's not.
It's not a safe space.
Yeah, cool,
That's-
bro.
Well, I already got betrayed by one person here on this bench because my own blood, my own flesh and blood, was knocked out by a hat trick. A hat trick in knockouts.
Let me guess. The left leg, right leg, third leg.
All left leg.
Oh damn.
So and then yeah, and then he knocks out my own blood just to not score the next game after. So
Damn.
I can't.
I told him before I picked him up. I think we're going up
Wait,
against
so
your brother.
so you took him to the massacre?
I saw it with my own eyes.
Damn.
I
I
told
saw it with
him.
my own eyes.
I told him we might go up against your brother. I don't know who we're going up against. We get to the field. He finds out we're going against his brother,
Yeah.
and then he gives me like the glare, like you piece of shit.
I
Yeah.
feel like, I
And
feel
then-
like he knew though.
I didn't.
I feel like he knew. He just acted like he didn't. Just to like,
Dad, did you know?
No, I promise.
Look to the camera.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you see? You see?
caught him red-handed.
Can't lie to the people.
Damn.
I didn't know. I promise.
Berlin.
No, I'm serious. I didn't know.
So
I like that goal.
anyway, it was nice, and plus seeing my my younger brother play on the field, it was especially because the league is supposed to be like, not to get too much into detail, but it's supposed to be like an older league. Like it's not like a bunch of youngins just running all over the place.
Mhm.
So seeing that mix and the fact that he was playing there, I was like, you know what, it'd be really nice to be able to do that, whether with him or against him if need be. But it'd be nice to be able to do that because in my head mentally, like I'm still there, but obviously physically, there's a lot of work I got to do. So
How's it feel like then now you are the leagues that we would technically be in the 30 leagues?
it's crazy, man. It's crazy to see. It's crazy to even like see myself there. Like
Like, I used to be like, oh, the older people, the older
Yeah,
crowd, right? And now
bro.
you're like, fuck.
yeah, like
part of
especially
them.
like I
Damn.
remember we used
I
to go
did
play like
really.
pickup and stuff. And then seeing those other people come in, like once we left, because they would be like, like 8 p.m. They gotta go to sleep early or whatever. I'm like, oh, look at these freaking elderly.
It's funny you're talking about that because the other you brought up Summit and like some people that we should show up there. Maybe that's the guy
Yeah.
we used to call Jason Segel.
Jason.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He just like showed up out
Yes.
of nowhere.
Yeah,
like,
Jason
come out of the
Segel.
woods that are behind there. Like, what's up, guys? Ready to play and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, good time.
Nah, I remember.
Yeah, bro.
remember a lot of people from Summit, like
Yeah.
that George. I forgot his name. He
Yeah,
was from
and-
Georgia.
And so my
remember what you're talking
younger brother and his friends, they go to Summit. They go to like 15 other fields that
Oh.
didn't exist. Well, obviously, we had mud and dirt, and now they have freaking synthetic fields every other town, which is
Mhm.
ridiculous. But it's nice that they're able to do that. So yeah, that is my one goal
Okay.
to be able to play soccer by the end of the year. Whether it's indoor, outdoor, whatever, it requires me to get into the physical shape to be able to at least withstand. Because right now, I wouldn't be able to like maintain a jog for 10 minutes.
Start stretching, baby.
Yeah, probably. So
Start
yeah,
stretching.
that's my goal.
Sign,
2023.
sign me out. Let me know. Let me
Yeah.
know when that starts.
Any goals?
Technically no. I stopped worrying about New Year's resolutions, but I would say the one thing, the cliche that I actually have been thinking about more the past couple days, is just getting healthier, getting in better shape. Just because I've gained a lot of weight, not just during the pandemic, but just like even prior, from when I was actually in my quote unquote prime and I was actually
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
good.
My
Stop
boy.
today?
My dancing, yes.
Don't lie,
my-
baby.
In my dancing days, yes, I've gained 50 pounds since then.
Sorry.
I've gained 50 pounds since then. That was
Just-
like 8 years ago.
For our listeners and our viewers, Gat used to be a very famed Shakira impersonator in his earlier years.
my
There
hip
actually
slide,
is
my
a
hip slide.
video
You
of
got it.
that on YouTube.
Yeah, we won't
There
we
is.
won't say the title. If you want to do the digging, you can do the digging because it's in the public. It's in public record.
Look, those
But
hips
there
don't
is
lie.
video evidence
Those hips.
that Gat's hips don't lie. Yeah.
I like that.
I
I like that.
So yeah, very very cliche. I'm sure Dyer's been pretty busy at work, but that is the one thing that I'm gonna try to focus on this year.
Dyer, get ready for that quick text. Yo, what's up with the discounts?
Oh, gotcha.
I like
You
your
need
I like
to
your
make cells, right?
Huh?
Need to make cells, right?
Yeah. Gym memberships.
I like your goal because it's funny you mentioned that you're trying to get back into playing soccer shape, and I actually told Dyer the other day that
Mm-hmm.
my goal this year is to get back into it as well.
Yeah,
Because I
man.
told you guys I hung up the boots and everything, and I was done.
I've heard that like 2 years straight.
Yeah, but I mean, I genuinely was done because right now, like I've said it here before, I can roll faster than I can run. So I need a
I can't roll.
I need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Where you're
Listen, round is a shape.
it is a shape. It's a bad shape, but it's a shape. But no, yeah. So I started my journey to this goal yesterday, and I'm fucking eating it already.
I bet.
But hopefully we can see each other on the soccer pitch,
Yeah, you just gotta start.
and I would love
Mhm.
to see us play together. That'd be
nice.
a nice little bench room we could put together. That'd be kind of dope.
I know.
Yeah,
Stretch-
indoor soccer, completely different set of tactics. Like hell yeah.
You know.
Stretch every morning. Drink plenty of water. Eat your vitamins. Take cold showers.
You know, I was debating if I want to get just like a tub, just leave it back there with ice in it, and just do that like plunge like 10 seconds every morning.
What was a funny ice bath? I have a feeling there's a funny video of an athlete taking an ice bath. He's like completely freaking out, losing his mind. Probably like a basketball player that comes to mind.
I'm trying to be like Liver King, you know.
Wow. The steroids, you mean?
Marco, any New Year's goals, resolutions?
I didn't eat grapes, so no.
You didn't eat grapes?
Nah, not one.
That's a tradition, Marco. What are you doing?
Bro, my parents didn't buy the grapes. Enough grapes for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't
So
eat grapes either.
I gave up my grapes for somebody else.
Damn, that's pretty sad.
New Year, St. Marco
Yeah, I
again.
guess.
You gotta give us something, Marco. Something you're looking forward to.
Looking forward to. I mean, I already did the change that I wanted last year.
Nice.
Which
Okay.
is
What's the change for this year?
this year? I mean, there's always personal growth that you want. You want to grow within your job, which that's what I'm aiming for this year.
Nice. Okay.
Of
that's a good
course,
one.
a healthier life, because why not? I am the biggest I've ever been. I would like to
Yes.
go back to
Also
at
that.
least where I was when I came, which was 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
Sushi.
To this country.
Yeah, so those would be like the two main ones.
Cool.
For right now.
Love it. I love it.
Can
I
I-
love it.
Can I mention something?
What's up?
A goal that I want for all of us this year is to go to a Rebels game. It's been years
been a
that all of
while.
us.
Listen,
I've gone to
don't
go.
get me started on Red Bulls. They put up an Instagram post saying goodbye to Aaron Ray Long. This one freaking player was the only, and no shade to all the other players on Red Bulls team, because obviously they don't deserve the cocotazo I'm about to give this entire franchise and this organization, because they let go arguably what was the only good player on this team, the best, the most recognizable player, the best talent, who's still young, because he's what, 26, I think?
No, he's our age.
Oh shit, no, I was way off. So he's 29, 30. Still,
It's prime.
probably, yes, for a defender his prime. And they're like, thank you for everything. Here's your Instagram post. And he leaves. They let his contract expire.
And
Where'd he
that's why
go?
This club won't grow.
He got signed up by LAFC, who's probably going to win another goddamn title, another MLS Cup or whatever. And then, bro, it's a shambles. So please don't. It's nice, Josue. I don't mean to shit on your goal. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's incredible what this New York team
Well.
has been doing to self-destruct.
I guess I'll be
That's
going to an NYCFC game with Marco then.
Let's go.
Absolutely not.
I want to stay behind a fucking field goal like last time.
It's all right,
Absolutely
bro.
not.
No,
I
at
mean,
Red Bull Stadium.
At least we got chips, bro. That's
Ah,
all.
that's-
At least we got chips. We are the ones.
Did
that
you
bring
see at
the
least we
chips
got
in
chips?
to-
You got one
Bro,
chip.
this piece of paper is the
Okay.
size of their banner.
You got a
that they
Lay's
put up
bag,
in the
okay?
Stadium, by the way.
Huh? Oh, at least we got one. But where was it? Where's yours?
Listen.
Exactly.
You got a banner for Ant.
Exactly.
Ours is yours that's still at the stadium because you guys don't have a stadium. So
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yours is ours, which is
That's how bad it
fucked
is.
up.
It's-
That's how bad
we
it is for
load
you
we
guys.
load you
That
guys.
you, we come to your home, and that's the only time that there's a champion in the building.
Oh,
I mean, we have to bring the fact that he bought season tickets plenty of times.
And
so-
that's the only comeback you got.
That's the only comeback we need.
Well, then that's why what you want is never gonna happen.
It is.
It is, it will.
It
No,
is.
because I'm
but
not going to another Rebels game.
It definitely isn't gonna happen like this. Getting rid of their star players.
Yeah, for
So
real.
nice little deviation to Red Bull.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, look, that is an awesome little introduction to the episode. I think we have I have a question for you guys. I'm gonna
Yeah.
play a game with you guys to kind of get the gears rolling, and then we'll kind of get into the first topic, which is gonna be actually we'll say that for the listeners and the viewers, and then we'll get Prem recap.
Mhm.
All right. It's gonna be a long weekend. We got EA FA Cup
FA Cup.
this weekend, and then I think more FA Cup next week during the week, and then we have Premier League next weekend. So all we got left is tomorrow's game, Chelsea versus Man City, and then this week's recap. So my question to you guys, to kind of get the gears rolling before you answer the question,
I
just
missed the lube question.
The
This
loop.
is the
Am I
loop
right now?
question.
Am I right
No,
now?
that's what I'm saying. I missed it. It's been a while.
Oh,
you
man.
I
missed-
miss hearing it. I miss hearing it. I missed it.
you
Yeah.
missed the loop? Oh, sorry.
That too.
So before you answer, I'm gonna just describe what I'm doing to the listeners who are watching right now. So the game is Who Am I? I'm gonna give a description. You have to guess who I am.
Okay.
All right. For those of you who are listening, I am pulling out my wife beater right now. So my question is, who am I?
Nobody. Greg Berhalter.
Yes.
Greg Berhalter. The wife beater, Greg Berhalter.
Let's keep it there. So I think you definitely said in the beginning you wanted to kind of get
Yeah,
that off your chest right now.
Dude, it is a mess it's a mess. And it's a shame that, of course, obviously it's said in jest, the whole wife beater thing. But like, I need to break this down, and I'm glad that we're starting on it because I think it's a good conversation. It also shows the state of American soccer, where two parents are interjecting on behalf of their grown ass son, even though yes, he is underage still, but grown ass son in terms of a professional who is probably talent wise beyond a lot of other players. And personally, this is my personal opinion, have this ridiculous sense of entitlement that they've just caused this entire freaking show that could have been handled professionally in-house, okay? So what happened here is the Berhalters are now under fire because someone, and it's alleged who that someone is, which I'll get to in a bit, someone had divulged the information that Greg Berhalter had assaulted his then girlfriend, now wife, Rosalind Berhalter, after a night out where he had, his quote, kicked her in the leg. It was a heated argument, an exchange. It went outside of the establishment where they were. And in the confusion, in the heat of the moment, he kicked her in the leg.
Could it be, question, could it be there was a soccer ball there he just happened to miss?
Probably.
I just wanna make
Probably. It's worth noting that this happened years ago. Almost 11.
sure. Damn.
11 years ago. So what happened afterward is that the Reynas, and that's Claudio and his wife, have gone on record to say that they've actually spoken to director of U.S. Men's National Soccer, and were like, we're very hurt by how our son was treated, that he was treated unfairly, and that we're devastated. Their words was that they were devastated by the actions of a close friend to not play their son in the national team. And if that kind of it just reeks of nepotism.
It sounds like you're describing like a high school soccer team. Right
It
now.
reeks of
It does.
favoritism. Like, it's so, and okay, I will give credit because one thing that they did say, and that is mentioned at least in the Athletic article that I read up on before bringing this up, was that the Reynas had mentioned that they didn't like how apparently Greg Berhalter was dragging their son through the mud after the fact. However, it's also worth noting that this was supposed to have been handled within the team, and then afterwards there were leaks from probably, and this is my speculation, that family, the Reyna family, because they didn't like what happened within the camp. The fact that Giovanni Reyna was asked, to seek forgiveness from his squad and from his team. So the problem here is that, and I want to get his name right, so I have it pulled up here on my phone. Yeah, this is nuts. Claudio and Danielle ended up talking with U.S. Soccer Sporting Director Ernie Stewart on December 11th, and apparently it prompted the investigation. And I was, oh wow, okay. So the 11 years ago was wrong. It was actually, this is worse, and I'm glad I pulled it up here. This was an incident that happened between, because I was like 11 years. This is an incident that happened between Greg Berhalter and his then girlfriend in 1991.
Holy shit.
When his girlfriend, who is his wife right now, Rosalind, was 18. He was an 18-year-old freshman going to University of North Carolina with Rosalind, and Rosalind was roommates with Danielle Reyna, who is, so here's like, it's such a mess. It's so dramatic. And I just want to know what you guys think about something like this happening, that two parents are basically butting in after this happened with their son. And the quote is, because they came out to clarify that they did speak to Ernie Stewart, she gave a statement. Danielle Reyna gave a statement, and she goes, to set the record straight, I did call Ernie, I'm paraphrasing, on December 11th, just after the news broke that Gio had made negative statements about my son Gio. So Greg had made negative statements about Gio. At the leadership conference, I've known Ernie for years. I wanted to let him know that I was absolutely outraged and devastated that Gio had been put in such a terrible position. I felt personally betrayed by the actions of someone my family had considered a friend for decades. And it goes on. It's basically now turned into a he said, she said, and Gio Reyna as well coming out behind his father, Claudio Reyna, who said that he supports his wife, that he was upset about Greg's comments about his son Gio after the U.S. was knocked out of the World Cup, and that he also appealed to Ernie Stewart on December 11th, asking him to prevent any additional comments about his son. Like, here's the thing, I'm asking you guys, how do you fix this? How do you fix something like this? How do you remedy as a player? Like, think about it. Like, imagine you're a professional player and your parents come out to defend you because of an incident like this. Like, yes, granted, I will concede the fact that, okay, maybe Greg was out of line by explaining what had happened, or by saying more, or by probably I don't know why it got to this point. So what do you guys think? Like, now you know, like, it's so messy to even explain, and it's a bit hard to follow. So
Other than being close friends then with the Berhalters, do the Reynas have any other pull or any significance within the
I'm sure
American
Claudio does.
soccer
I'm sure
system, I
Claudio
guess?
does.
I'm sure
Reyna
Claudio
is
I'm
up
sure
there.
Claudio Reyna does, of course.
Because if it is, fuck off, and if it's not, fuck off anyway. Like you said, he may be still considered underage, but he has a contract.
Mhm.
He's considered a professional footballer. Let him deal with this shit on his own. I mean, also, if you go back to what the initial issue was, that he wasn't even in the team, was, yes, there was an injury concern, but there was also disciplinary concerns. Well, if you're gonna act up, then fuck you. Simple as that. You want to play, then you act like a team player and you actually show up mentally and physically.
You know what I would do if I was the president right now of the U.S. soccer team or whatever it would be called.
Sporting
I'd fire,
director?
huh?
The sporting director of the
There you
US.
go.
Okay.
I'll fire everybody. If
Fire
Carlos
everybody.
Reyna has a high level position, I'll take him out. The what's his face?
Berhalter.
Berhalter, I'll fire him too, and I would suspend Gio Reyna for, I don't know, a year or two.
Was it his fault though? I mean, his
He
parents came out of
started it, bro.
nowhere.
This is the thing.
He didn't
If your
start
parent,
it.
if you're, he didn't start it, but he continued it when the first comments came out. Of course, he came out defending himself, blah blah blah. But that's where it should have stopped. Now your
That's fine.
parents come in and start defending, bro. You have to. There should be limits to what your parents can do for you as an adult.
Yeah, like
And
I mean,
I
like
don't
you,
think he should, as Gio Reyna right now, I would be ashamed of what's going on, and I would definitely come out and say I do not condone what my parents are doing. This should have stayed within whatchamacallit, within closed doors, and whatever. But it looks bad on everybody that
It
this
does.
is out right now.
Did-
And again, that's why I would fire everybody.
So I
Did- Sorry, you go ahead.
you sure?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So I agree with Marco in the sense where so I see where Reyna is somewhat responsible, but I don't blame him for his parents' comments. That's his parents' comments. I can't control what my bio parents say. I can't control what your parents say, what your parents say. I can't control that. If they come out and say some stupid shit, maybe yeah, I'll come out and say don't say that. But also at the end of the day, they kind of built his career up. So
Mhm.
he also isn't gonna go backstab them either, you know.
Right.
So I agree with the sense that he should own some responsibility, but you can't control what his parents are saying. His parents, on the other hand, they're idiots because they're making Gio look way worse than what it is. If it is bad attitude, you could fix that. You could fix that by proving yourself, by training hard, by playing hard. You can change that. You can change that dialogue about you. But once your parents come out and start trying to find whatever little crack they can to put you into the team, then that's their fault for making you look bad. And I don't blame Gio for that. It sucks because I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a great player. We haven't seen that yet, but I think his parents
yeah,
definitely
especially
shot
now.
themselves
I know you guys don't want to say, but just real quick, now when Gio goes back to either the international camp or even his own club camp, now it's gonna be. I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be that air of, oh, we gotta be careful because now his
that's-
parents are gonna say something.
That's what I was going to
in.
say.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Listen.
you know, I get it because like your parents, my parents, they defended us as we were growing up for, and because they want the best for us, of course. But this is a professional sport. This is an adult sport, and like basically you need to have your son take control of the situation. Don't butt in. All right, he's an adult. He's a professional. He could do it himself. Yes, he's a young age and all that kind of stuff. He has many years of football up ahead of him.
He's
But
20.
But still, he's
I
still
was gonna say,
yeah.
he has so much time.
Yeah, he
ahead
has
of
so
him.
much time. He started playing professionally at the age of 16 with Dortmund. Now, here's the thing: is this going to affect his professionalism as a soccer player?
Probably.
Like,
It'll close him some doors.
is no, because like I mean, like Gad said, like what if Dortmund doesn't play him enough? Is his parents going to come over and
That's what I
bitching
said.
and trying to like blackmail the
It's-
coach?
it's
and all
Could
closing
it
that
be
some
stuff?
that,
doors.
that his parents are saying this now because the U.S. national team, because they have some pull possibly? They have no pull in fucking Germany.
No, of course
No, of
not.
would
course
they,
not.
Would they even come out and say anything at that point?
No,
Are they
but-
only saying it because it's the U.S. and Claudio Reyna is Claudio Reyna, who he is,
And
who he is?
That's why. it's
That's
happening.
exactly the reason
Yeah.
why it looks even worse for U.S. soccer, that it's enabled something like this to happen. That people who feel like, oh, well, they were our best friends. We grew up with them. We were college roommates. We were best friends within this traumatic experience that happened, which Berhalter had released a statement just yesterday where he detailed the incident. And he mentioned, like, he was 18 years old. They were in a local bar. It got heated. And the only reason why he was speaking out is because he had learned that someone had contacted U.S. Soccer with his quote information to take him down, and that he wanted and that he knew that it was an effort to leverage something very personal from long ago and to bring about the end of the relationship with U.S. Soccer. Officially, Berhalter's contract ended on December 31st, and he has not been renewed. So far, right now, there's reports that there's going to be an assistant coach that's going to take over some friendlies that are happening soon. But the thing is that like they kind of like, it's so weird how the Reynas are also trying to distance themselves from like, oh well, someone said, this very personal thing that happened very long ago during a time where we were the closest and the only best friends that were with them. And even Danielle Reyna goes, well, I was there with Rosalind Berhalter at the time and helping her heal from this traumatic experience. Like I saw the after effects of this exact incident, which I said nothing of to U.S. Soccer.
They're
Like, it's
milking
so obvious.
Yeah.
It's so obvious, and
It's a disgrace.
it's just so dirty how this is all coming out, because at the end of the day, it's stated Gio Reyna wasn't selected as a starter in Qatar. He didn't train hard in the training sessions leading up and after the U.S. Wales game. Like, that all comes out. Like, if we, this is where I'm gonna try to take the wheel of the narrative. If Gio Reyna had put in his hard work, none of this comes out.
Mhm.
None of this happens. If he trained hard, if he played hard, if he didn't have that air of entitlement, which I'm going to dare say probably was around there, maybe he was struggling with something. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he was in a bad mental space. Maybe the pressure got to him. Who knows? But the thing is that the output wasn't there for what a national team would demand.
Sounds like a privileged child's parents.
It does
Yeah.
come off like that very much. And the thing is that if this is the product that U.S. Soccer is putting out to the point where two parents are going to be like, well, this isn't fair. In Berhalter's defense, the comments that he made during the leadership conference about the situation with Gio officially weren't supposed to have been published at all. The conference took ownership and they put out, like, this is so crazy. Like, they put out themselves a statement saying that they were erroneously greenlit what Berhalter had said within basically a closed discussion, and then it leaked out.
Like, the only good thing I can take out of this is that the U.S. took out of the group stages. Uruguay didn't. So that's all I can say.
No.
Don't forget about Mexico.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna bring up Mexico.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna
yeah.
bring that up, but
No, I think
We
if,
we sucked.
yeah, I mean that is for sure. But
We suck.
I think that Berhalter has a lot to do with it too. It's not. I mean, I understand
Yeah.
everything that Diego said, but Berhalter should have paused it and not brought him along to the World Cup, and that's on him. Because
them home.
Eric,
It probably would have
how
been
many
worse.
how many times did you
Oh,
not sit
yeah, or
there?
that too. Maybe he just wasn't part of the team.
How many times did you not sit there and say, players give 100%? If they don't get 100%, that the coaches know and they shouldn't be using them. If Gio Reyna wasn't giving 100% on training, what would you do?
listen to me. Just listen to me.
Don't bring him, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Listen to
He
my
brought him.
words.
What's
Listen
the
to my
issue?
words.
That Gio Reyna didn't get enough play time within the World Cup. If he didn't do the job before it, don't bring him along for it.
Look, man, it doesn't matter. You can get all the playtime you want in the world, but you're still gonna miss. Just ask Darwin Nunez. Let's talk about 3-1, Brentford.
I was just gonna say,
What a
I was just
segue, bro.
gonna say one more thing. What if Berhalter was thinking, damn, I really don't want to bring Gio Reyna to the World Cup, but I know I'm gonna get shit from his parents.
That's
you know
fucked
what?
up.
I'm
That
just
would be
gonna
You know what?
That's
That,
messed-
that could
But
also
that's
be
messed
true.
up.
I'm just gonna bring him,
Look,
but not play
This is
him.
my third attempt. Imagine missing another goal and being like, shit, what are my parents gonna say about me? We go to the Prem now, or all right, good, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
That was the
Brent's
last
one that
thing.
brought it
That was
back.
my third. Yeah, 1, 2, and then 3. So
That was a theory. That's all.
now, do you get that all out in the air? The U.S. is in the mud. Let's talk about some Prem action. Where
Yes, sir.
Real footy's
certain
happening.
teams still on top. But let's get into it.
A little beat up.
Yeah, a little. I'm so boiling right now. Brentford 3, Liverpool 1.
Well, no wonder Nick doesn't want to be here.
I know. I think he's probably taking this sweet ass time, but nah.
Yo,
man,
you know what? I just realized how convenient, Nick. How convenient.
how convenient.
How convenient.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Before you start, can you please give the man his belt? He has never worn it once. I think it's around there
What belt?
somewhere. Just because you were able to use it or carry it for a little bit.
Why are you
allow-
singling me out?
Because you must have it. You're the one that has
Why
the
would I
guilty
have it?
face.
Give
Oh.
me the fucking
you-
belt now.
You have the guilty face of
What
I don't
the
know
fuck?
what I do.
Give me the belt, or I'll give you the belt.
Oh.
I'll take
Wait,
the belt.
the belt's
Actually.
not there?
It's
Hey.
not
Ooh,
here.
pajazo.
Is
I'll
it?
take
Belt's
the
not
belt.
there?
Is it here? Is it here?
Damn, somebody took it. That's crazy.
I see it now.
Okay, so he does have it.
Listen,
At least I want to see him
Eric
wear
had
it
it.
once.
No, yeah,
I want to see. Want to see him wear it once at least before I take it
He
away.
can wear it for 10 minutes.
Once because
All right, there
Nico's
you
not
go.
here, so he can't do the whatchamacallit, but it's mine next
God
week.
damn it.
Okay.
I should have thrown it out the
You're
window.
welcome, bitch.
Should have thrown it out the window. I should have chucked
I
it into the
appreciate
street.
that, Marco. And
All right,
you know,
3-1
I'm gonna
Brentford.
hold it on this
Brentford
side.
was the good
That way
team.
it's away from you, okay? With a little bit of respect.
All right, back to Brentford and Liverpool.
No Ivan Toney, no problem.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Liverpool in the mud. Klopp with the excuses once again.
The field?
How? Huh?
The field?
No, it wasn't the field this time. He said something else. I forgot what it was. Honestly, I gotta look it up. But he gave some kind of bullshit excuses like.
He was
think
crying
it was-
about the foul.
I think it was
He's
something
saying-
rules related.
Yeah, it was about the
Oh,
rules and
yes,
the foul.
That bar wants to pick and choose when they want to get involved.
Yeah, because he was saying that the push from
Kind of
Mbudi.
sounds right.
Oh yeah,
from Mbeumo.
3-1 is so much better than. I'm sorry, 2-1 is so much better than 3-1. So shut the fuck up. But
We can play.
Right.
I want to pick this game apart, man.
yeah,
because
so what's going on with Liverpool right now? Is this a transition season? Are they in a downfall?
no, man.
Is Klopp done? Is this the 8th-year syndrome that everybody talks
I
about?
thought it was the 7th year syndrome.
Is it 7th year?
7th season.
Yeah,
Seventh
seven.
year. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, 7th season syndrome that everybody's talking about?
Well, I mean,
Probably.
if we don't count the COVID year, so that means we don't count the COVID title. This is technically
I don't count it.
this is technically the 7th year then.
Mm. Well,
I did see a tweet about where honestly some Liverpool fans were saying that there's one in particular that was highlighted and that was posted where someone was predicting that they were going to have a pretty big downfall just because they didn't have an influx of money from FSG. And so I've seen quite a few Liverpool heads start claiming FSG out,
Klopp out.
Klopp out, which
That
is
one caught me
incredible,
off guard, dude.
which is incredible.
I
I don't
can't
think
believe that.
honestly it could be that I've heard Nick say it before that Klopp has a very, very instrumental say on who or who doesn't sign for the club. But you look at how this team was cut up, because honestly, I watched this game and how Liverpool were cut up in the midfield. You would think, why would they sign Cody Gakpo, who's sitting in the stands? Like, what does he offer in this team? Obviously, maybe he could replace Darwin Nunez permanently because he's 15 big chances missed during the season.
He could have been tied with Haaland. Oh, won't go behind Haaland.
He could be one goal behind. If you want to give him benefit of the doubt that a big chance is statistically 95% of a goal and it's all up to the player, then yeah, he could be basically one goal behind Haaland.
Crazy.
So
why does Liverpool keep going for attacking players? They're
That's
slacking in the midfield
question.
right
That's
now.
That's the main thing that I think at least Nick has definitely been saying, and a lot of Liverpool fans are saying that they haven't invested in the midfield in
No, not
God
at
knows how
all.
long. What
They
was
have-
the last move that Thiago I think was the last one they signed?
I can't even remember.
And how old is he? He wasn't even like he's not even a future player. He was.
No. He was
so-
a replacement for Wijnaldum.
Yeah, honestly, Harvey Elliott and for
Yeah,
Not
so
it.
I saw
he's
I
not
saw a
there, at
tweet-
least not yet.
I saw a tweet the other day where the Thiago signing is pointless if they can't actually fill that midfield with players that'll actually help and actually play well with Thiago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that would have been a pointless signing. So we'll see.
Yeah, they have like how many attacking players? 8.
Now with Gakpo, it's 6 to fill 3.
And
Firmino, Nunez, Gakpo, Salah. Who else? Is
Jota and Diaz.
Jota,
and Diaz.
Diaz.
6 to
6.
fill 3.
And you think, okay, like
And
If
it
you-
maybe 6 to fill 4 if they play 4-4-2 and they play two of them as left and right mids.
as left and right mids, and the thing is that, like, looking at depth, you would want 2 names on a specific role. But the thing is that as far as being interchangeable, you just don't see Klopp doing that because he doesn't rotate his squad.
he doesn't.
He doesn't. He doesn't use like freaking Pep that's been screwing us over in fantasy all the time. He doesn't like to rotate his 11. And if he's not used to doing that, what good is there having 1 or 2 names in a specific position? I think ultimately it's going to mean the phase out Firmino. And I would be nefarious enough to say, or I would think it'd be evil
I'll bring him
enough.
a Spurs. Firmino.
No, what? Wait, what?
Stay over there.
Oh my god.
Wait, this
we're
has
on-
come here?
We're
Yeah,
on.
come.
I
So
thought you were.
Firmino?
I
On
thought you
this
were
side.
hot.
Wha-
I am hot for Firmino.
You just ruined his trade. His train just went completely off the rails
Yeah,
because of
for
that.
real. Yeah, for real. It's wow. I don't even know what to say after that. That's
I know.
ridiculous,
It's just like.
bro. You have Harry Kane. on
Yeah,
your team.
seriously.
I know, but
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna
now.
we need a backup striker.
You had a Brian Hill.
He's not a striker. We
You
have
have-
no backup striker. I
you
mean,
have-
we have Richarlison, but
you
he's
have
injured
Richarlison.
right now. He's injured right now.
So you bring
Um,
one injury prone
Also,
Brazilian for another
also,
injury prone
also
Brazilian.
The
Firmino.
Spurs way.
Also, Firmino could play.
It's a
Could,
Spurs
could
thing.
also play as a center attacking mid.
Why is this about Spurs all of a sudden? First of
Yeah.
all, I'm just glad that
Firmino,
I'm just-
I would love for you to come
I'm
to.
I'm happy
Tottenham
that I'm
Hotspurs.
happy that Brentford was able to win the day. I don't know if you saw Gat, you specifically. I would expect you to have seen probably, but Gary Neville joining in the Brentford players to get back at Carragher for celebrating with Brentford
And
early in the
Micah.
season. Yeah, and Michael Richards. So that was pretty good.
Da, 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 da.
He's like, come on,
That was
Joe.
dope. That was dope. That was dope.
And I mean, my takeaways from this game, Darwin Nunez, please get him some goggles or something, some Edgar Davids goggles, because clearly,
Bro, just put some stick on his shoe and just have him run into goal. That's the only way it's gonna work at this point. Because
I'm walking in.
walk it in because this guy, you can fucking put him in front of a.
Hey, he
Barn
did
and
get one
this-
goal, but it was ruled off because he went too early.
that's what I'm saying. Like, get him some specs, please, spec savers.
Can I just say something?
As long as it's not about Firmino. and Spurs.
Liverpool's leading goal scorer is Firmino.
What?
He has 7. Darwin Nunez has 5.
Darwin Nunez would have 20 by now.
Well, whose fault is that?
I mean, I don't know why we're talking about Firmino going to Spurs. Like that's still like.
I'm just saying who has been the better attacking player for Liverpool right now.
Up Brentford.
Second question: how much are you guys enjoying this? Oh, I guess is this the blip year for them, or is this what we're expecting to see going forward?
I think in the beginning it was a blip, but now it's it's a little too consistent. I mean, we're loving it.
Yeah, we are.
We're loving it.
Can we talk about Van Dijk
We're-
Injured.
and
Injured.
hamstring
Hamstring
injury?
injury.
Now everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, he was injured. He was carrying the injury."
He's
Bro,
been so bad.
he's
this season.
I feel like he's gone down
That injury.
and devolved from his height, because I will give him credit for that.
Mhm.
But then afterwards, we can see it coming. Him getting like the whole like hasn't been dribbled past, and it gets dribbled past, and then him also probably like staying behind when he's getting like when the back line's getting pressured. So I think we're getting set up, boys. I just want to let you guys know. I think we're gonna set up with these mugs right now.
I didn't pick him.
We're gonna set up with these mugs.
Why? Why?
You'll see. You'll see.
Well, the guy's probably good because he's probably hiding the.
Yeah,
blend in.
that one's probably like.
Oh,
the
it's a good thing
stealthiest.
I didn't ask for coffee.
Oh man, but I mean, now that as much as we want to banter and give shit to Liverpool, we have to give props to Brentford.
Brentford
Man.
were fucking great.
Yeah, they
Not
were.
only that,
Yeah.
but against the top six, they've been except for Arsenal, but they've been really, really good. Just wanted to make that aware.
You guys were the
Whoa.
only ones they didn't beat.
Yes.
Yep.
What was
Yeah.
the score of that game?
3-0.
It was 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0, yeah. At Brentford too.
Watch out, Josie.
I'm not touching it.
That's crazy. That's my mug,
Thank
too.
you. Practically.
That's my mug.
I
gift to
appreciate
you.
it.
That's crazy.
I do not condone nor endorse the team on this.
That's
mug.
my mug. That's crazy.
That's Eric's mug. Feel free to accidentally,
I feel like
drop it.
I feel like this angle reduces the amount of exposure.
That's what the got me.
This one says Erik. That's why I thought.
I just heard a pop. Everyone's mic okay?
No, I'm good.
But yeah, Brentford were great. I mean, Brentford have always been that really good physical, strong team, and it was nice to see that in action. And Liverpool's attempt at a high line was just great for Brentford, and Wisa stepped up, and Bomo stepped up. Everybody stepped up.
But not to slip up.
Klopp did complain about the third goal that it should not have counted.
That's
Bro.
yo. Scroll up, bro. Scroll up.
Like,
Rewind.
We won. We just said that.
yeah, we just said that, Jose.
Yo, get some coffee, bro.
For real. Wait,
Despertate.
Oh, now I
there
remember.
should be
Okay.
at least one Arsenal cup more.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh,
And he-
man.
Listen. The
I knew
bell,
he was gonna blame the bell. I
The
knew
bell-
it. I knew it.
Okay.
Like,
I
it-
knew
Yo,
it.
you know
Yeah,
what's
come on, my
crazy? That fact that Alex fucking Snake Chamberlain is fucking scoring a goal and still playing for Liverpool right now.
I
That's how
thought,
far they've fallen, dude. Dude, he was a reserve player for them at one point.
that's true.
Oh yeah.
He's
That's true.
starting.
That's true.
I think this shows that Klopp is desperate now.
But desperate
I'd
for
like
what?
to, I'd
for who?
like,
Because
I'd,
they're-
I'd like to think that.
Desperate to get back up in the table.
no, I know, I get that, but I'm saying desperate for what and for who? Because they're signing again Cody Gakpo, that's not who they need.
No, they need a midfielder, creative midfielder.
Delicious. Okay. Now, with Liverpool losing that game, how did they leave the table? Actually,
I think they're 7th.
they are currently. Scroll down. Here you go. Not that far. They're in 6th place.
6th place.
Man, this year is like so interesting because I'm just looking at the table and Fulham are right behind them. We fucking had them going back down, bro.
Yeah, we did.
That's crazy. West
I
Ham.
did.
Oh my God, there's so much going on.
Huh?
But
I don't think I did. Did I?
You didn't think you did?
I don't think I have Fulham.
Anyway,
now let's go on to let's go on. Do you want to go to Tuesday's games or today's games? Because honestly, today was only really Spurs versus Crystal Palace, which honestly
Let me just go in order.
don't want to say that game for last, but I guess.
You can just skip it. so.
First game of Tuesday. I guess Tuesday was just by 15 minutes. Arsenal versus Newcastle.
What a fucking game.
it was a
For
great game.
A
I didn't get to see
0-0 game. It was excruciatingly painful to watch and it's so entertaining. But oh man, I was boiled up. I was so
Why?
boiled. Because you
Tell
could
us, Eric,
see
tell us.
Eddie's instruction from the beginning. Foul them, play hard, don't let them just get on the ball. Like anytime,
Piss him off.
anytime Odegaard got the ball, dude, he had zero room to breathe. Either got fouled, we got baited into the fouling, got more yellow cards than them at one point. So they were playing a mental game where we're gonna waste all the time, hack the shit out of you,
Damn.
and that's literally what they fucking did, and it worked to a fucking T. But before we get into Arsenal, I just want to give credit to Newcastle because aside from the fact that they're in the title race, they're 3rd place in the league, they're tied up, they're 1 point behind Man City. Their defensive record is amazing.
It is.
It is.
6, I think, clean sheets on the rip right now, and they've only conceded. I think I put in the chat the other day. They've only conceded more than 1 goal in 1 game, and that was against Man City when they drew. This team is scary, and to think that they still have the likes of Isak still on the bench who hasn't even been playing because, I mean, Wilson was a fucking joke that game. But and all the money that they still have to invest, that they can still bring in
Yeah.
more players. I think that. I mean, obviously, I want to be biased, say Arsenal, but Newcastle are probably one of the most best improved teams this year.
Now, I can say that they definitely proved me wrong because there was a question in the beginning of the podcast, in the beginning of the season, that is Newcastle going to be a top 6 team, or is it like too soon to call them that? I mean, they
Okay,
proved
I
us
remember
wrong.
that. I remember
They're
that.
third place
discussion.
right now.
All was wrong, man.
None of us chose Newcastle to actually finish in maybe top 5 at least, maybe as far as 6th.
I think I did 6th.
Yeah.
I had a West.
Oh my God, que culo. No, but I just want to ask you, Eric, how come Arsenal only made 1 sub in that game?
That you know what's crazy? I was actually thinking about that. I was
I didn't get to
damn,
watch the
I thought
game,
they didn't
so-
make any subs,
It's a
but
message.
no. Oh, yeah. So I actually heard that. I heard that rumor. It's a message to the board that we need more players. I don't think with the title run that we're currently on, he would do that to send a message. I think the board knows clearly what we need. I think it's very clear what we need. Everybody can see that,
Yeah.
honestly. But I think it was just a matter of the fact that we were sustaining the pressure. We were dominant on the ball. We were getting all the opportunities. We didn't let Newcastle play their game at all. We dominated the game and had the opportunities to score. It was just that final third execution that wasn't there. So to take for example, the last game against Brighton where we were up 3-1 at one point, they almost came back 4-3. If it wasn't for VAR, it went 4-2. And that's because he made a lot of substitutions. So I'm thinking he might be a little bit traumatized from that.
That's fair.
Instead of, Ben White, you could see he was gassed. You could tell he was gassed. So Tomiyasu, Ben White, that makes sense. Everybody else looked good. It didn't look like they were struggling. We have a break coming up, so he could push them a little extra if needed. So I'm not upset he didn't go to the subs. Would have I wanted to see them? Maybe 1 or 2 of them, yes. But the one that I want to see wasn't there, which is Emil Smith Rowe. But yeah, I think this is a great. It's crazy how good this game was for a 0-0 result, but I can't stop praising Newcastle to how good defensively they are, but how fucking annoying they were when it came to time wasting. It was brutal.
Oh yeah, you said they were playing like Atletico.
Oh, dude, I was losing my shit on a throw in. Thomas Partey was trying to throw the ball in. I don't know who it was, but it was one of their players stood in front of him so he wouldn't throw it in.
Oh, yeah, one of the guys that was warming up.
Yeah, I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
One of
Like,
the guys that was seriously.
Yeah, bro, it was minute 94, 95.
Yeah,
We're
it
close
was
to
the
the
last
end. Like,
play.
we're legit. It was last play. The guy is standing right in front of Party, not letting him throw until the
Yeah.
ref came over, gave him a yell, and be like, "Yo, get out of the way."
It's Jamal Lascelles yellow cards right there.
Ah,
Goes
dude.
into the book for stopping.
So
parties from finishing.
do we want the World Cup stoppage time rules to
dude,
apply?
that's what
That'd be nuts.
I wouldn't.
That'd
because
be
this game,
insane.
5 minutes was not justifiable.
No,
for
it
the
was.
amount of time that
I thought it
wasted.
was gonna at least 7.
That's
It
what I was
it actually
thinking.
went up to 7.
It
7 or
Went
8.
was
up
time
to
wasting.
because
Yeah,
of time
They
wasting.
were
wasting-
wasting
They're
time
wasting
within those
so
5
much
minutes.
time, dude. It was
Yeah.
just unbearable. But hey, look, as a part of the game, as a tactic, they played it to a T. I'm still very proud as to how we played. We came out. We didn't stop at any point. I know it probably sounds like a broken record when you say, "Oh, maybe last year we would have lost this game," but honestly, it's kind of true. Maybe last year we would have lost this game. This year we're
I
seeing.
can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, this year we're seeing the difference in the mentality and the consistency that of playing our game the full 90, not just half, like that. So I'm happy with the performance, not with the result. I think the ref had a shambolic performance as well. But
This was the
not
same.
really
This was the ref that's known to give out yellow cards,
no, that was a Liga ref.
wasn't it?
That was,
That was
the
La Liga
ref. Because he get his first game back in La Liga, he did the same thing to Barcelona and I think Espanyol. I think
It was Barcelona and Español. I think it was a total of 16 in that one
Jesus
game,
But this guy, man, it was
or something like. It was definitely double digits.
Drop points though at home. You were hoping for the 3 points, but that now leaves us just 5 points ahead of Man City.
Well, at least you could,
But
with the FA Cup coming up this weekend, you get to rest some of your best players because you go up against Oxford United.
yes,
Because right after that, it's Spurs and then United,
yeah,
Manchester
exactly.
United.
And that's the big thing about this game. And I forget. I think we were talking about it on Xbox.
You needed this win. You were saying.
I was saying that this win is probably one of our most important wins because first, I think it's the first game. Yeah, it's the first game against Newcastle, knowing how good they are at home.
Mm-hmm.
We need 3 points, and it's our first game of our next run of rough games coming
Fixtures,
up because
yeah.
we have, like you said, Spurs, United, Man City, and I think we have another bit hard game after that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, we're just trying to look for you guys to try to look at the brighter side. This probably was one of the most rougher ones, though, and you got through it.
Yeah, and that's crazy to say. Newcastle
Newcastle's
are one
on
of the
that-
best
on
teams
that
in the
list.
world right now. Yeah, not in the world, but in the league right now. It's like, wow, I did not expect to be saying that.
So your next 5 fixtures is Spurs at Spurs,
Easy game.
home to United, away at Everton, home to Brentford, and home to City.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think
That's-
Everton
that's
with
a
the
rough
exception.
month, man.
That's a rough.
It's a rough, yeah. So I was hoping this game would kind of catapult us and give us like the energy to move on to the next games. But
I mean, and even statistically, Newcastle are what, second?
1 point
Third?
behind. 1 point
Yeah.
behind City.
So it's really not that far out to say that this was your roughest
Isn't
game.
it
I'm
crazy
curious
how
to
it's
their
gonna-
next
it's
5
fucking
fixtures, actually.
Who, Cities?
No, Newcastle. They're home to Fulham, away at Crystal Palace, home to West Ham, away at Bournemouth,
They
and
have-
then
The opposite end of the spectrum.
home to Liverpool.
They could literally.
They can win all those
Yeah.
games.
They can win all those
They
games.
can win all those games.
And City have a rough fixture list coming up as well. Pull up theirs.
I will.
They have Spurs. They have Manchester United. I think obviously they have us, and I
They have
think
Chelsea
they have
tomorrow.
Chelsea tomorrow. Yeah, Chelsea tomorrow.
So it's Chelsea tomorrow, away at United, Manchester Derby, home to Spurs, who is their Achilles heel, home to Wolves,
which
and then-
defensively is
and
pretty
then away at Spurs.
Yeah, they have to play Spurs twice because of their rescheduling.
And then right after that would be us then.
in Newcastle,
February 15th is against you guys.
Yeah, then
And-
Villa and then Arsenal.
in a perfect world for Newcastle, they could be on top of the table by the end of these fixtures.
They
Yeah.
could actually, yes.
If any of us
that's-
drop points, that's just
That's
gain for him.
that's
them.
insane.
Isn't that, dude? I'm just like this season, bro. This season reminds me of the Leicester
The
season.
Leicester
where
season.
everybody's just like hit or a miss, but overall, great game. Anything? Do you guys want
Newcastle will just eventually get even better once Ronaldo
Just-
joins from Al Nassr.
to? You saw that? You saw Eddie Howe said, right? You saw what he said. That
Yeah.
he doesn't know any of that to be true.
Yeah, like since he is a unique player.
All I know
he
is-
demands a unique contract.
All I know is day one, Eddie Howe gets confirmed, appointed as Newcastle manager. We all pretty much wrote him off. Right?
I didn't.
Did you?
No.
Really?
I don't
We didn't.
recall.
We didn't praise.
yeah.
We didn't
I don't
praise
know. I
him.
don't recall.
I don't
We
remember.
didn't praise.
Yeah.
We didn't praise him. We
I
were
can
all.
see not praising, but
We
I
were.
don't
We were
recall.
all in the boat of like. I guess
could've
we
gone-
don't really
So,
understand
okay,
this. The
I-
appointment.
No, I think we were fine because he did well.
The thing is
but-
that
did well with Bournemouth.
everybody knew
Yeah.
that Eddie Howe was probably the best out of the bunch
Right.
when it came to the bottom half.
But now,
I-
fast forward to today, though. We would not.
Did we expect
would
this?
no.
No, of course
nobody.
Did we
not.
expect this? No.
Absolutely
Nobody.
not.
I think Gat was the only person, but he wants to put us with him.
I don't think so.
Hey, there's
We have to
recording,
listen to it
bro.
again.
Yeah,
We
look,
can listen
there's
to it
proof
again.
in the pudding. If you want to go look for it, you can find it.
You gotta dig in the archives for that one.
Yeah. But look, let's talk about another game real quick. Just want to mention them because they're so shit. Because they can go on and fucking get a result against City and then lose 4-1 to Brighton. Everton. How the hell is this guy still in the job? Diego, I know you have a
I'm counting
ongoing bet
days.
going on.
I'm counting the days. Because officially, I looked it up and I thought I was out, but he officially was appointed as Everton manager on January 31st, 2022. So at the end of this month, it's going to be a year, and I'm hoping that he gets sacked by the end of the month.
You said
I-
18 months, right?
I said 18 months, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
hoping
he
that
should be.
before 18 months gives you to the end of this season technically. But I'd love it if he gets sacked before that. And the thing is that they looked so awful, like they looked terrible. And there's one highlight on one of the goals where Tarkowski like dives himself, like dolphin dives himself to try to block a goal, and it just looks funny. It looks funny. It almost hurts to see how bad they are right now. And I would love to put that all on Lampard because why not?
But how do you explain them getting a result against City and then
I don't know.
football?
Football? Yeah, of course.
DDA?
Anything can happen.
DDA.
They were only playing with 2.
For real.
Yeah, man.
Dyer, you look like
No,
you're
the last time Everton got 3 points was in October against Crystal Palace, 3-0.
How's he still in the job?
And the
How
last
is he still in the job?
and the last time they actually gained a single point was against Fulham the weekend after, 0-0 in that game. After
Straight
that,
L's.
after
Straight
that, it's
L's.
been lost until now against City.
Wow.
And then just next 2 games after,
I mean, it sounds a lot.
Southampton and West
I mean, it
Ham.
Yeah,
doesn't
the World
matter
Cup
who
There
they
was the
go
World Cup
against,
in the middle of that. So
That's true.
but still, I
that
mean,
is what 4 or 5 weeks,
4 or
only,
5 matches. Just
4 or 5
about.
matches. Yeah,
I
sorry.
think only 4 players from Everton actually went to the World Cup.
Yeah, but still, you're putting it. It sounds a lot in months, but if you really put it in matches, it's only like 4 matches.
I can see our
guess-
luck
yeah,
with
you're right.
United playing Everton this weekend that they kick up for no fucking reason.
I we're gonna ask this question earlier, but just quick sidebar. Did you guys notice any difference from after the World Cup till like these game weeks, or do you still feel the same intensity?
Yeah, I feel more intense.
That's an interesting question. I feel like it is more intense.
I feel like,
Mhm.
I feel like it is more intense. I don't know.
Drive is there like, oh, we're back. Like, let's go for it. For all the clubs, I guess.
And I
Sorry?
still feel the same about Spurs. The intensity is not there until today.
I mean, that's been
Got you out
That's the
there.
history.
Don't include today because the Spurs
the
do this.
history of the
I didn't get to see the game, so my feelings for them is still the same.
Credit to Fulham winning 1-0. Mimito, right?
He missed a pen. Well,
Did he
got
score?
saved. It got saved. He did score.
Mimito, respect Mimito.
Well, okay. Real quick, except for one match, there was at least 3 goals scored in every game in the week after the World Cup.
That shows the people they didn't have that World Cup hangover.
Yeah, if anything, it probably just galvanized them to play their heads off.
Mhm.
And it's been like that since.
Fulham again, as I mentioned before, and very impressive. Currently in 7th place. I had them getting relegated, and Marco Silva getting sacked, one of the first ones. So I was completely wrong with that prediction. And we move on to the resurgence, the awakening, the Ten Hag effect of Manchester United 3, Bournemouth 0. How are you guys getting any of those early feelings of oh god, this guy could be it with Ten Hag?
And we said it before in the previous game, but a good win against a bad team. And I remember times, as cliche as it is, that there were probably moments where United would have ended up 0-0 in the 78th minute, and then they get a fucking header off of a corner and they lose 1-0. So at least he's able to handle that. Also, the credit to navigate the roller coaster of the transition from the previous manager, from Ole, the transition from the whole Ronaldo drama, the transition from
Props to him.
I guess like the Rashford form and the Greenwood incident. Like,
Who?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He's done everything right.
Yeah, he really.
He's
fucking
done
has.
to a T.
I would like to, yeah. At least being a manager for the club that I support, I would like to recognize that formally, that he's definitely handled everything correctly.
I believe he probably turned off Rashford's alarm to not make to the meeting, so he can just bench him and then drive.
You see, Did you see his tweet after? He's better late than never.
Yeah,
with
better
the
late than
with the
never.
alarm clock emoji.
Yeah,
Was Rashford's
funny.
response? That was great.
That's funny.
But no, man, he's done everything right.
Casemiro, world class.
He's signed the players in the positions that
Bro,
we needed.
They got second. I don't want to cut you off, but they got second with McTominay and Fred in midfield. And now they're playing with Casemiro and
Eriksen.
Ericsson.
Now Fred comes on late as a super sub because
Yeah, as a
now
sub.
he's an impact sub.
Who
now.
was the idiot that said that Casemiro wasn't a world-star player? He was
Great,
just
Graham Soundness. I fucking
Oh
hate
my
what
this
a
guy.
warren of a
Bro,
person,
I told Diego this. Like, I was like, dude, this guy talks like as if he could play in today's game. He's literally the reason why they changed the fucking rule where goalkeepers could not pick it up with their hands anymore.
Because you do that all the time.
I sent the video in the chat. Obviously, you ignore the chat, but he had the ball in the opposition half, kicked it all the way back to the goalie just so he could pick it up.
Yeah.
And they were ahead. That's why I look. I put my vote out there. I say modern football should count from 1992 going forward. But
His opinions don't matter to the world.
it's like, come on, dude. Like,
You're a
dude, this
fucking moron,
guy
bro.
is just. Oh my god, he literally just saying
Yeah.
Casemiro is just a good player who play with great players. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You are nobody. Like,
I would like to think that sound bites like that are precisely sound bites, but I have there's just something in like an inkling or a gut feeling that like he pretty much believes he might actually believe this.
It's jealousy.
Probably.
I have to believe it's jealousy.
Probably.
Or he's just a psychopath and wants to stir the pot because he's gonna be hated for those comments.
That too.
So
Oh,
anyway,
succeed.
there's nothing much to say.
Yeah,
Good
another
run of
day.
form.
Yeah, another day at the office.
Right before some
Another
difficult
day
matches,
at
so
the office. Shut the fuck.
Wait, who are your next matches actually? You guys probably have a difficult
Bro, we
schedule
got-
too.
Yeah, we all have difficult runs of
Yeah,
games
we
except
do.
for fucking Newcastle.
Yeah, except
We got
for
the
me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Manchester derby coming up.
You got
Yeah.
City at home, away at Arsenal,
Then
home
we-
to Crystal Palace, away at Leeds, and home to Leicester. I mean, The last two,
Still, that's still 3 matches.
3 out of
within, like-
5.
within like 2 weeks.
actually 2 out of 5. Crystal
Sorry, 3
Palace.
weeks.
We move on to today's games where Southampton lost to Nottingham Forest 1-0. Leeds 2, West Ham 2. Quickly on West Ham, who expected this diabolical form that they're in?
Definitely not Marco.
Definitely not me.
Definitely not Marco, who had them finishing
bad.
what, 4th?
Fifth.
They are currently
I left to let Man United out for them.
in 17th place,
Jesus.
tied with Everton on points.
Jeez.
That bottom, that relegation fight is
Is
nuts. Does
alive
it still
as
extend up to
well.
13th within like a point or two?
It goes. I would say it goes up to you're right, 100%. So Southampton's in dead last with 12. Crystal.
Wolves.
Sorry, Leicester are in 13th with 17 points, and everything between that 17, 17, 16, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Jeez.
So that relegation battle is very much alive and very much interesting. Which big team is gonna get relegated?
I hope it's Everton.
That'd be funny.
Big team. Question mark.
I mean, financially they are a big team.
True. I'm still backing West Ham to get out of this.
I don't know, man.
I'm still backing
I
West Ham to
haven't
get
seen
out of
any
this.
signs of anything from me. I thought that I was going to see something this last game that I predicted when we did it, but I was obviously clearly wrong.
I think I said Southampton, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest to be relegated. Salud.
Bless you.
Okay. Okay, come back again. Are you coming or not? No.
That's what she said.
All right. But yeah, so which big team do you guys have?
I know I had Nottingham Forest in there. I don't remember, and Everton. I don't remember who my third was.
I have Forest, Southampton, and Bournemouth.
The thing is
Bournemouth.
that, like, okay, like, can we just remember, at least, like, hindsight, 2020, whatever, Jared Bowen, everybody was singing this guy's praises. He's going to go to a big club. He's unstoppable. Declan Rice, 100 million. Is this supposed to be like their ceiling? I don't think so.
I mean, finally they signed Paqueta and Scamacca. They're the two that
wrong.
they're both of them guys that got the goals today.
Yeah, but so is it the players or is it Moist?
I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta think it's Moist, man. How are
I
you
think
gonna
it-
bring these players in and get worse?
That's true.
I think it is because I know because we were on at the time when the lineups came out, and I told Diego, I said, "Wow, he really benched Benrahma," and Benrahma has been the one that has been doing the most work so far this season, and he benched him for Fornals.
Arguably.
Right. So I think it's Moise.
Moist out.
He does have some injuries. He does have some injuries to key players. But
Who?
the thing is that, like, I know Antonio's probably injured.
I thought he was washed.
Antonio's a little injured. Cresswell supposedly was. I don't know if he still is nursing some kind of leg injury, but he's still playing, so I guess he's fit enough to play, obviously. But Sufal just came back a couple weeks ago, I believe, from injury, so there's nothing there. Everyone else should be okay.
Right. We will see what happens with West Ham.
Yeah, he subbed on Benrahma with 10 minutes to go. Subbed on Antonio with 20 minutes to go. And actually, as far as their attacking line, they really don't have anyone else. And the fact that Bowen with a 4.5 rating. Fornals with a 4 point. He's playing Fornals. No, man. I think.
Last season for now, sure, but this season, no.
No, actually, a lot of those players last year, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's just, I think they need to get rid of Moyes and do what Aston Villa did, and try to pick up a good coach that could bring them back up. Because
would you say?
like how Aston Villa did, they got rid of Stevie G, they picked up Emery.
Like, what we talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
What'd you think I was talking
I
about?
thought we were talking about Stevie G. He was fucking horrendous for them. But
No,
I see
no,
what you're
no.
saying now.
Yeah,
I see what you're
yeah.
saying now. All right,
Anyway.
Marco, some respect for your leads.
Some respect for my Leeds.
Over here saying they're gonna get relegated, but they're in 14th place.
I mean, I told them to prove me wrong, and they so far are.
What a
The young-
cop out, bro.
The young guy's kicking up with
What
Brentford
a
being out.
cop out.
Why? That's exactly what I said when we started the podcast.
What did
I'm not-
Marco? What has Marco always said?
If I'm right, I'm right, and I'm wrong, wrong. If I'm wrong, it's all right.
Right 100% of the time, 50% of
Exactly.
the time.
You see?
Even if I'm wrong, I'm right.
I'm telling you, bro. Aston Villa 1, Wolves 1. Wolves are kind of
That game.
underwhelming.
That game. I'm sorry, Wolves fans. Sorry, Villa fans. That game.
And
That's pretty much it. There's really nothing else interesting. happened
Fuck
today.
you guys.
All right, Dyer, talk to us. Talk to us.
Yeah, tell us how.
After the disappointment, because honestly it was after the
Talk-
disappointment from the previous match,
As usual,
tying 2-2.
and as usual,
How-
it was a dead first
Tying
half.
2-2. They lost 2-0.
No. When they came back from the World Cup, I mean,
Yeah, they lost 2-0 to Aston
wasn't it
Villa.
a tie? Wasn't it Brentford 2-2?
Brentford 2-2, yeah.
Brentford?
Yeah, it's lost.
Oh, 2-2, and then we lost to Villa. I forgot about
That's
the
what I'm
Brentford match. Forgot about the
No,
Brentford
yeah,
match.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you
They
said
were.
Brentford,
Fake
then I
ass-
would have remembered.
Fake
It's the
ass
first
fan.
match after the World Cup. It was
Apologize.
2-2.
Fake ass fan. But anyway, as
Okay, anyway.
as usual, it was a shitty.
Coming.
Explain
Shitty
to us
first
why
half.
Firmino's over Harry Kane.
Hold on. One person at a time, please.
Okay, Josue. The official Spurs results
Okay.
after the World Cup, once the Premier League restarted,
Mm-hmm.
have been a tie, a loss, and a win, with the
Okay.
win coming today.
Yes.
How did this win compare to how terrible they started off once the World Cup finished?
No different. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I saw the highlights before we started because I was at work and watched the game.
Mm-hmm.
That Crystal Palace pretty much dominated the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs didn't have any chance. They barely, got into Crystal Palace defensive third. But they kicked it up in the second half. Don't know how. I really don't. But I'm happy with the goals and happy with the result. Now, this is where I really need them to change because I said it before, even before the World Cup even started, is that they need to stop conceding first because they keep getting conceded. I think they're the one team in the top 6 that always get conceded first, I believe.
Something like that.
And they just keep getting the game close, and they wait for it to the end. So nothing yes, great result 4-0, but it doesn't change the fact that they lost 2-0 to Villa at home, and they tied to Brentford. Props to Brentford because they are playing really good. They are playing really well. But we just need to attack more and defend better. That's it. That's all I can say. And I don't know. We'll see how the North London derby would affect because after that, because I think I'll be more convinced that okay, at least we could maybe qualify for top 4, if they perform well against Arsenal. And to be quite honest, the way Arsenal is playing is I don't know. I just don't know. I am scared. I'm scared.
Wow. Straight
I'm
to
scared.
it.
I am
Okay.
because Arsenal is a much better team than what they were last year. Now, can we get can Son,
What's going on with Son? Talk to us.
I mean, he finally got a goal today, but again, he had a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper, and he just shot it at him. I saw the highlight.
Yeah.
And then the other time, it's like he didn't know what to do. Like, it felt like the ball was lost in his feet, and he took it all the way to the edge of the box. And he tried to pass it into the middle, but it deflected off a defender. But luckily, Doherty was there to clutch it up and put it in the back of the net. Son needs to... I don't know. It needs to pick it up a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know if he has any kind of excuse because this is his first goal since his hat trick against Leicester.
You guys remember that?
No.
Was it
I was expecting a yes. but
was it a
okay.
30? Was it a 30-minute hat trick?
Yes, it was a 30-minute, and then everybody was all like, especially
back.
fantasy wise, everyone was butthurt about that.
Mhm.
And then him and Son became the first player to wear a mask and play worse. Okay, so why Firmino? Please explain that to us.
I just no. I mean, like if he doesn't come to Spurs, he doesn't come to Spurs. I would love.
Let's say for argument's sake,
Um,
what is your inclination for a backup striker?
'cause-
You have
because
arguably
Conte-
the best
okay,
one.
okay. Well, actually, no. It's because I feel like Firmino, he's more of a player that could play in different positions. Kane, center forward, striker. Richarlison, center forward, striker, winger. Firmino, striker, center forward, attacking mid. And the way I've seen him play with Liverpool, he creates chances. We need someone that can create chances
But now-
for Spurs.
Unfortunately,
know-
that's not how Conte plays.
We know Perry Payne is not going to get rotated.
Yeah.
He's not going to change the whole system just for Firmino, will he?
I mean, Firmino is not an ideal choice for Conte.
You don't play with players like that.
Yeah.
Though, I don't think.
So there's
I mean,
there-
Conte's not gonna pick him up.
I was just trolling, like, I would love for him to go to Spurs, but I know Conte would not.
That's not trolling.
Just
you
ride the
actually
bench.
want Firmino at Spurs?
I would love Firmino to come to Spurs, But that's not.
Are you into? Oh, that's because of what you said earlier on
I'm not gonna.
in the season with the Hurricanes. You know, soon
Oh,
will
leave.
leave Tottenham in a couple years though.
But that's. but that,
It'll happen soon
no,
in a couple years.
he wouldn't be Kane's replacement. Richarlison's right there already. All I'm saying is that we need a creative player because we
Yeah.
don't got one.
Have you guys seen Ray Charles's tattoo?
Which one?
The
Oh, the one on his back?
of him, Neymar, and Ronaldo. Phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I think that's.
Good lord.
I think it's ridiculous, but hey, it's
Yeah.
his tattoo, man. He
Imagine,
can put
imagine
whatever he
getting a
wants.
tattoo of your coworker in your back.
I mean,
Where the
well,
bed
I
spot.
wouldn't tattoo myself on myself.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like that's just like you see that person every day. Why you gotta tattoo it?
ugly as hell too.
God.
Oh man, but yeah, Spurs 4, Crystal Palace 0.
This is
Good first half for them. I was hoping they would carry that into the second, especially after their loss last game. But
Crystal
didn't see it.
Palace.
Yeah,
Crystal Palace dropped the ball because they, like you said, they
They're on
dominated.
the ropes, yeah.
They
they're on the
dominated
ropes.
the first half. They had you guys.
Yodi's definitely saved them in the first half because he did make some good saves.
Not for once.
Zaha had a shocker. I
wouldn't say
mean,
for once.
it was just overall. It was very frustrating for Palace.
IU pisses me off, dude.
Yeah.
you.
He annoys the.
Why?
He's so selfish.
He just
Oh
makes
yeah.
he just makes
no,
the
I
worst
saw.
decision.
Yeah, I saw that Zaha like yelled at him. You
Yeah.
had
by himself.
Easy. Was it Easy or the other player?
No,
Other
Elise.
kid.
Yeah, like by himself.
He had Elise
dude.
by himself, yeah.
Yeah.
He shot that on the turn, like his back was towards the goal. Like, what are you?
Pretzel
doing?
pass.
Pretzel pass.
Pretzel shot.
But that leaves Spurs right in the mix of things. So it's the
Fifth
top
place
4
still.
battle going against.
Are you guys scared of Spurs? Marco, are you scared of Spurs right now?
No,
Dang, he said it. Nope.
I really don't fear him, bro.
You don't fear them?
There's a handful of teams right now that I would say I'd fear a little bit. Man City and Newcastle are definitely top two.
So just playing devil's advocate, the history of this game, of this derby, is always a blockbuster. Like, it's always crazy.
Mhm.
Is this one year where you're like, you know what? Despite that, let's put that aside. You're not afraid of them.
You already
I'll
beat
go a
us
little bit
once.
more confident than I have in the past. That's for
Alright.
sure.
Eric?
I agree with Marco, especially with how last season ended. I think there's a lot of resentment as to how it ended. So a lot of making up to do.
Oh, shit.
So I think the hunger we have this year, it's gonna be set up for a nice little affair between Spurs.
And so far, just based off history this year, Spurs are a second half team. So as long as we strap up and keep control of the game that second half, we should be all right.
I
As
feel
long as
like
we strap up, strap on, and fuck it from behind the first half.
I mean, you did, to your credit, probably Arteta learned a hard lesson with the subs and being up because they were 3-0 up. You guys are cruising,
Mhm.
and then a few changes. Also looking at I was looking at the lineup and basically the bench. There's nobody left if Nketiah, Saka, and Martinelli don't deliver. Like, it's not like he can, like, for example, like if Anthony's not doing great, put on Elanga, or if freaking Marcel's not doing great, put Rashford up front. I'm just talking about interchangeability. So I think honestly, you guys have to you better hit first, and it better be 1 or 2 goals right off the rip. Because
Pretty confident, and this is all just 100% speculation, but that we're gonna have a brand new signing by the time that game comes around.
Yeah.
really,
I'm pretty confident. in that.
Who are they trying to get right now?
Mudryk right now. Mudryk
Mudryk. Okay.
from Shakhtar.
Yeah.
Rumors are Chelsea are now in the race because Shakhtar are trying to price up inflate the price right now.
Right.
Because they want 100 mil, but Arsenal aren't getting into a bidding war. This fucking kid has been twerking for Arsenal right now. He has literally been fucking talking to Zinchenko, been doing interviews with Zinchenko's wife, saying he wants to come to Arsenal, posting Instagram photos, like constantly saying top 2 managers are Arteta, and then just casually watching an Arsenal game by himself. Like, and there's rumors that reports are coming out that his teammates are even joking that he's already on the Arsenal team. So I'm pretty confident in that signing. I think that'll get wrapped up pretty soon, and the way that at least if we learn from our past, I know we're battling it out right now, but Joao Felix.
João Felix.
He's another one.
I
So
read
both
today 12,
what-
13 million.
Both.
Both wingers.
No. Well,
No,
Joao
what
Felix be
what
more the
position does
striker.
Mudryk play?
Left winger.
Left winger.
Yeah.
And João Felix?
I think he'd be more like a down the middle kind of player, which I think suits him more. To be honest with you, he played terrorist football at Atletico Madrid, and that's why he'll never stay there.
Terrorist.
Left winger. So you think Mudryk will take over Martinelli?
I'm not saying take over.
I
How would
also-
you like having Martinelli run at you for 60 minutes, then have another fucking faster winger coming on and do fucking step
No, of
overs
course,
and
that
coming
would-
at you?
that'd be
that's
great.
what Diego's saying is we don't have that.
They don't have that right now.
That
that
depth.
luxury right now.
Yeah, like how
So-
Man City does.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
so-
once we get this player in, fucking Martinelli, give me fucking 60 minutes of the
Arteta's
hardest.
learning something from Pep.
Dude,
I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
learning a lot from him.
You learned a
bro.
lot from him.
Oh man, you guys know I backed him since day one, but he's learning fast
Yeah.
and so young.
I just love seeing Zinchenko just in the middle.
Do you have
Trolling in the
any
middle.
do you have any Spurs links? Have you seen
13,
any?
13 million for Kessie.
What?
Yeah, because he's not getting enough playing time for Barcelona.
I read a center back going for it as well.
What's his name?
Somebody known too. I was talking to the
I don't
guy,
know.
I forget who it was.
Oh, De Vrij. De Vrij, the Dutch player.
the
He didn't-
Bri, the university.
Oh.
no, no. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's a center back for Inter. I mean,
Stefan,
he's been
Oh, De Vrij.
linked ever since Conte got there. Him and Skriniar. So it looks like it's most likely him. If the rumors keep going, and if we put the pen on the contract for him.
Mhm.
And Kessie another center midfielder, but not a creative midfielder, which is really, really. I mean, I know it's not going this way, but we need one. We need
If only you
one.
had somebody like Erickson.
Yeah. You're welcome. By the way,
Did you guys read the? I did want to bring this up actually.
What's that?
Conte's statement that he said, and this is old now. Obviously, it's not relevant. He already said something positive today. Clearly,
it's
because
like
of
a
the
week
result.
ago. I think I know what you're
But it
talking
was 3
about.
days ago where he was like, I have to be very honest with the club. Sometimes maybe staying 4th or 5th or 6th is best because that's where they need to be, 4th, 5th, or 6th.
Typical Conte trying to get Spurs angry, but I feel like it kind of helps because what happened? We won 4-0 today.
Yeah, but you just said yourself the first half wasn't there.
No, it wasn't there.
So like it's the same Spurs.
It is.
How would and I'm asking you guys, how would you guys react as a player if your manager's constantly saying negative things out
But
there?
that's the thing too. Like at least the pattern I want to try to point out is that every time there is a result that doesn't go well, he can't refrain from. Yes, you could spin it, but he can't refrain from just like completely crapping on the club because he doesn't need to say that. He doesn't need to say, "I want to be honest. I want to be very clear. I've said this to the club. Maybe to stay in 5th is best." Like you don't say that. Like, oh, we can continue to improve. Or if he wants to be straight up, and because he also said something about the foundation. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, we need a foundation, 14, 15 players. God damn, 14, 15? You got 11 on the pitch. Does that mean your 11 isn't a foundation?
And he also says something negative about Doherty. And what happens? For some reason, that negativity kind of helped Doherty because he's taken over the position over Emerson Royale.
First
Well,
of all,
first of
to
all,
take it
yeah.
over Emerson Royale,
I can do that.
any of us.
No, but
you could take it over Emerson Royale.
No,
Josue.
the only reason why I'm saying that is because Doherty was there before Conte arrived, and Conte brought Emerson Royale.
Of course.
So it's basically Doherty proving wrong to Conte, like, hey, I'm actually better than this guy that you brought, so I could fill the position that you want. I can do the work that you need.
Emerson got subbed on today, though, didn't
He got subbed on, but I mean, they were already up like 3-0 when it happened.
I feel like if you're better than the second than Plan B would shouldn't even see the light of day on the pitch.
And Plan
Is
B
it-
is honestly Plan D.
It's just picking which player is more consistent than the other, of course, and that's Doherty.
Yeah. All right, well, so you're happy with the win, Conte? I guess he's gonna.
I'm happy with the
continue
win.
being
I'm happy with the win,
controversial.
but I'm not happy where we are right now.
That's fair. That's a fair little evaluation on your team right there. Let's evaluate Chelsea real quick. Chelsea and Man City tomorrow. Chelsea, who
Man
are
shit.
are in the mud at the moment as well. They drew last game, right?
Yes.
Or they lost
No, they drew 1-1
against. Remind me again.
against Forest, and they're
Forest.
against
1-1.
Forest, and they're 35 new signings.
Holy shit, man. All right, so is this gonna be? Honestly, bro, I just see Man City destroying Chelsea.
I hope so.
That's the
At
only
Stamford
vibe.
Bridge?
I hope so.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I'm
Wait,
Stamford Bridge.
I want to see the stats for this. Hold on.
I feel like Stamford Bridge doesn't have that wow factor. At least not anymore. Like if you go to Liverpool, if you go to Old Trafford, you go to Arsenal now. When United or Liverpool or even Arsenal now, so when they score, you hear the roar, you hear the energy. At Stamford Bridge, it's just I just don't hear that. I just don't feel that. Could just be me. Could be my bias talking. I don't know. But if I'm Man City going into this game, the playing ground doesn't intimidate me at all.
City have won 7 of their last 10 Premier League games against Chelsea.
And Chelsea have only won 1 in their last 5.
I mean, is it written in stone already?
I hope so. I mean,
Wait, and 1 in their last 5? Is that one? Like, are you talking about Premier League or overall?
Premier League.
Because what about the Champions League final? Is
So
that
that's,
I'm talking about just Chelsea's
Premier
Premier
League.
League form.
Premier League,
Their
okay.
last 5
Okay,
games, they've
okay.
only won 1 game.
Would they win against?
Beat Bournemouth.
But
But they only
Jesus.
Oh.
drew to Forest. They couldn't even beat Forest.
Sorry, I have selective hearing. I wasn't listening right.
What do you guys give this game? How do you guys see this game go? Well, I mean, again, I already said I think it's gonna be Man City blowout, but
I
I
forget.
think
Who's
it's gonna be
Chelsea's
Messi.
coach again?
Potter.
Seriously?
Potter. Oh,
Are you
yeah.
okay?
Nah, it's just like Chelsea has been so bad. I forget who's on the team.
Again,
speaking of how bad they are, fucking
Again,
their
yes.
transfer policy on top of that, 130 mil for Enzo Fernandez. I'm sorry, that's a fucking ripoff.
Oh, that dropped now.
Oh, that's done.
Done. No, it didn't happen.
Oh,
It collapsed.
They fell
I'm mad it didn't happen
Apparently
because I
it
would have wanted to laugh at them for doing that. But that rumor was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Hey,
That's what overinflates the fucking market. Well, that's another tangent I can go off of.
quick score prediction, even though unofficial score prediction.
2-0 City.
I think 3-0
Mm.
City.
mm.
I don't see them scoring. Havertz? Come on, guys.
No.
I mean, granted, City's defensive qualities haven't been there as of late, but 3-0 City.
I think Erik will be happy with this one. 2-2.
2-2.
Actually, I would be very.
Exactly.
No, honestly, no. I want City to win. Fuck Chelsea. Chelsea,
You
scroll down. 10th place. I'm not worried about them.
no. I know you're not worried about
Would you
Chelsea.
want? Would
but-
you want Chelsea to win though?
Yes, 100%.
To
So that's what I'm saying.
so then they both drop points with a draw.
2-2.
No, because that Deep City is still right there. I need as much. If anything teaches you from the past, you need as much cushion from Man City as possible. As much cushion as you can get. Ask Liverpool.
Mm.
Ask fucking Liverpool.
Yeah.
So anything to like make that gap a little bit bigger.
So what? Chelsea 1-0.
I mean, would I want that high? Fuck yeah, but I think it's gonna be like a Man City 4-0 route.
I'm gonna say 2-2. It would be a
2-2.
goal fest between those two.
Marconia.
I was gonna say 5-0, but I was legit. But you know what? I'm gonna put out in the universe. Good vibes. 2-0 Chelsea.
My man with the 23 good vibes.
Think about it. If fucking City lose this game or draw this game, Newcastle are just right there, dude. And sorry United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are tied on points with Newcastle,
Yeah,
dude.
we're tied.
Yeah.
This fucking league is crazy right now, bro.
You got a battle for a top, and you got a battle in relegation.
No, that's always happened, but
No, with the-
it doesn't
with-
always
This
happen.
close?
With
It doesn't always
with
happen.
this close and with the amount in that bottom half.
Yeah,
No way.
Usually we're pretty much halfway done. Usually by now we pretty much know. Okay,
Yeah.
at least this team is going down. You can't say that. This
You can't say,
you can't say that.
And at
this
least for the
year.
past 3, 4, 5 years, it's been City, Liverpool, City, Liverpool,
City, Liverpool, yeah.
Now we're fucking seeing like everybody except for Liverpool,
Yeah, we've been seeing
and I'm loving it.
we've been seeing City, Liverpool, and then third, fourth, fifth, maybe sixth battling between Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, United,
Yeah.
and then West Ham would can I get in there? Okay.
Now they're in the relegation.
Now
zone.
they're in the
Newcastle
relegation.
are in the fucking mix. It's just
They joined a party where they're actually invited. That's it.
that's actually true.
yep. All right, well look, that's all we got for today.
Mm-hmm.
Premier League recap. Again, FA Cup this weekend, FA Cup midweek next week. So there's more Prem action happening the following weekend. Until then, is there anything else you guys want to get off your chest?
All I'm saying is that even though it's FA Cup, the only match that's probably worth to watch in the FA Cup is Chelsea and Man City.
Again,
They go play.
yeah.
They play back to back. So first it'll be at Stamford Bridge for the EPL, and then at the Etihad for the FA Cup.
Okay.
Two teams I could care less about.
Anything else? Anything? Yeah, that's it.
No, no
That's
fun.
it.
That's
That's
good
it.
to be in the studio.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
to our
Happy New
listeners
Year.
and our
Happy
watchers.
holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
It's nice
Any
to be
other
back.
holidays I'm missing?
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Happy birthday. Apparently, there's a lot of January birthdays
Oh,
around here.
yeah.
So happy birthday if your birthday's out there this month.
Happy birthday to the troll.
Yes, to the ultimate troll. One of the originators of
I found
Of the bench.
I was cleaning out the old office, the old janitor's closet, and I found his troll glasses,
Oh God,
and I found a life-size head of Klopp.
Why?
dude,
He bought it. I
he
think.
was.
Why did he want that?
Unbearable.
You know,
That's why this is, dude. I texted
wait,
him.
you found that?
Yeah.
Bro, take it to Eric. Please take
Wear
that.
it, wear it. I'm gonna bring it next time.
Bro.
because
No,
I had it in
take-
my car, but my bio dad has it right now.
Bro, during the Liverpool games, I just like I don't even say anything. Let me see if I can put them up real quick. I don't even say anything crazy, but I know it's like eating him up.
But I think he also disguises it with, I'm not watching it because I'm not care to see.
You should take that clop head and just like put it in
Stick
the back window, like the of the dining room at his house.
I haven't seen him forever, but I'm gonna go do like a scarecrow with his face on.
So I try to be like nice to him about it. Like I don't want to give him shit, but I'm like this is what I said to him. I don't even want to blame Trent for the last one. He was marking 2 people. This is so unlike Liverpool. I'm just trying to be like nice about it, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. Virgil van Dijk Konate like shit. I want Matip over Konate. I'm like, oh yes, yes, Ethan, put this into my veins. And I'm just milking it, like saying all these little things. Just keep give me more, give me more, give me more. But yes, I'm enjoying this very, very much. With all that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We are back. We are the Benchwarmers, the bench with the voice. The bench is always warm. Peace, everybody.
Good night.
And it right before that.